Hello guys, I'm back. If you guys are new here, welcome. If you are not new here, welcome back. I know we took a little break, but we are back and we're doing a full face of new makeup, first impressions. I have tried some of these already, but I'm still getting to know them, still testing them out. Some of them were my first time today, so buckle up. It's always a crazy ride when we're trying new makeup. How we get to the final look, I don't know, but it's a really interesting process. So if you want to see me try on new makeup that's just come out in the past 3 months of 2025, then just keep on watching. We're gonna be trying a bunch of new stuff. Okay, side note, I feel like the settings are a little off. I don't know, everything's a little more shadowy, the lighting is a little off. I don't know what's happening, but give me a break. It's my first week back.
I am a Virgo, so I can definitely dish critiques, but I'll never forget when one time someone commented to fix the angle of my camera, and it's like something that haunts me still. I still think about every time.
I'm on my period. You know how it is when you're on your period and you're just like, ew. So sort of how I feel right now. I'll get it together by next week, but I'm just happy to be back, so don't be too hard on me. Some categories I don't have new things for, so I'm just gonna use things that I normally do and just kind of breeze by them. This is the Maybelline Super Lock Brow Glue. Oh yeah, I love this stuff. Okay, perfect. So don't forget, this is first impressions. I'm gonna be trying the new Hourglass. This is Hourglass Illusion Luminous Glow Foundation, and you already know Hourglass is a little bit on the, not a little bit, a lot on the high end side. Goes for $58 and it's an exclusive at Ulta Beauty. And this brush is new to me. It's from Danessa Beauty. It's their Pinnacle foundation brush. It's so good. But this is supposed to be a medium coverage. Uh-oh, it looks a little warm. And it is supposed to be a luminous finish. A luminous glow foundation. It's buildable and it has 12-hour wear, which I think is really interesting. Oh, and one huge thing is it has, oh my God, this shade may not have been the one. Oh my gosh, let's see if we can get this to work. That's typically how these videos go. Oh my gosh, I look like a ghost, but we're gonna push through. If this is your first time here, don't worry, you can trust me. We're gonna get through it, it's gonna be okay. Okay, it's definitely on the glowy side. It's actually a little bit thicker than I was expecting, which I think is why it looks kind of crazy. What I was saying before I got shocked is it has SPF 30, which I don't know if I love. Personally, I don't really like SPFs in my complexion products. I would rather just put the SPF on myself. I don't really like mixing the two, but if that's your jam, then you might like this. I have a neutral undertone. This is giving golden undertone, but let's just proceed. It does say that this is transfer and crease resistant, which I think is really interesting. I always just feel like that's such a bold statement for a product, and I don't know if I ever truly believe it, but that's just what they're claiming. Concealer, I'm gonna use the Ulta Beauty is it faux filter or, yeah, faux filter concealer. I don't even know how these are gonna look together because the shade is so off on my face. It's gonna be fun to see it all come together. You know you have the wrong shade when you look kind of ghostly or pale like I do now. I look almost like sick. And when I have the wrong shade that's too light for me or a wrong undertone, it makes me look like I have dark circles when I don't. These are new from Makeup Forever. These are their artist color line. These are crayons, so they're kind of like chubby sticks. Oh, this looks, I don't know how I feel about this color. I'm just gonna do the original color I was gonna do. I'm gonna do this color, which is Endless Cacao, which is their signature cool tone shade. They're super chubby, and these are going for $33. There's 19 natural finish shades and 5 shimmer shades. I don't know how I feel about this so far. It's kind of nice that it's a stick, but also, I don't know. I like that it's multi-use and they definitely blend really, really easily. So let's blend these in, but $33 for this? I don't know. I don't think I love it that much, but again, you guys, this is just my first impression. I'm really just thinking out loud with you guys. They do blend really, really easily. Maybe this color isn't the one for me. This is definitely a contour shade. It's not a bronzer, it's not a bronzer. This is a contour shade for me. It is strictly cool tone. So everything looks a little crazy right now. And this is a natural finish one. They have shimmer ones too, but I'm definitely not into the shimmer ones. I'm gonna make myself look even more crazy, but let's do like a little lip contour with this. I could regret this later, but let's just roll with it for now. I'm gonna go over my nose with the foundation brush, nothing new. Okay. This is a Milk Makeup. This is their new jelly tint in the shade Freeze, which is a pH adaptive. These are jelly sticks. I actually love the original version of this, and I used to not like it, and then I went to loving it, so definitely love it. But this is a pH adaptive pink. I think it's important to note that it's pink, so no matter what, the color is gonna be pink. But it goes on clear, so we gotta kind of wait and see what it's gonna turn into. Kind of scary, just put it on and then try to kind of blend it a little bit. I'm gonna do this one layer first so we can kind of see what it looks like, and then we can add another one. My pro tip for this product is I do personally like putting this on top of foundation. I don't think it picks the foundation up. I think it actually glides on and blends so much easier on top of the foundation. And these from Milk are $26. You can use them as cheek and lip stains, which is really nice. The only thing about this is it's scary that it goes on clear, but I will say I feel like it's always gonna be a color that suits you. It's gonna be a pink that suits you because it's coming from your pH. So that's just kind of my thought process with this. I personally love the shade Fresh. That is like my go-to shade. I'm gonna put this on my lips too. It could be a completely different color on your lips from your cheek. And again, you can just layer it and layer it and layer it, which I'm gonna do. I'm actually going to do another layer on my cheeks because I feel like I want a little bit more. So I'm just gonna kind of go over it one more time. Take the brush and just buff over it. Not even buff, just press over it so I know that the application is gonna be kind of like smooth and even when it does start to show up. And I actually really love the color right now. That's why I wanted to put another layer. I like the color that my lips are turning as well. This is definitely a hit for me. I do prefer using the shade Fresh, which is the one that I just mentioned that I love. I don't know. I like being able to see it. I think it's just a little bit, it feels a little better for me. I feel like I have a little bit more control, you know what I mean? So let's put some powder on this face because I'm looking absolutely crazy. This is not new. This is from Hourglass Cosmetics and I love this powder. This is their Veil translucent powder, so it's really just a translucent powder. I just want to take down some shine. And I'm gonna set everywhere except for where I put blush. So I'm gonna do a light set. This shade, I might need to go in with some bronzer because I look like a ghost. Oh my gosh. Whew, thank God for some powder. Let me also put my brow shade. I'm gonna use the Revlon Micro Brow. This is my go-to brow pencil. Oh my God, it's running out already again. This happens far too quick. I need to order another one ASAP. Okay. We look alive with some brow color. I can't believe I'm gonna go out in public with this shade match, but I'm gonna put a little bit of bronzer on my forehead because I think it's just looking a little too pasty. And I'm gonna put some down here. Even though I already put powder on, I need to fix this. Let's see if this will fix the makeup and do the trick. I don't know. I want to use this super beautiful palette from Danessa Myricks. It's one of their mini palettes. This is the Freedom palette. It's a multi-use palette. It has mattes and shimmers and they're actually really pretty. At first I was like, what am I gonna do with this palette? But I think it's a really cute palette to play with for summer. And I really like this shade, this matte brown shade. So of course I'm gonna go in with that first with a blending brush and just go in my crease and start building a little bit of dimension and depth with that color. It's gonna really blend it out. I love the way that this eyeshadow blends. It's just so easy. I was shocked when I first tried it and I fell in love right away with the formula. I'm gonna kind of pull it out towards the forehead too. Why do I have to look like a clown in between the beginning and the end? And this is my first video back after a while, so I seem kind of rusty. My setup is weird, my colors are off. Most times when I try new products with you guys, I kind of have tried them on like TikTok Live or something already, done a review maybe. I've tried some of them, but I haven't tried all of them, and I haven't tried them like together. I definitely was being bold with the choice to do the foundation without ever trying it. Lesson learned. Okay. And then I'm gonna go in with this middle shade here. It's like the purple one, and I'm just gonna go in with my finger and put this on. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I wasn't expecting it to be pink like that. There is like such a shift in these. I don't know if I love shifty colors, duochrome colors, just because I don't like how from one angle it'll be one color and then the other angle it's another. Let's try this. My friend Ivan had this look on the other day and I could have sworn it was that one, but it looks so different on me. I'm gonna go in with the other color too. I'm just gonna tap that in the center and then kind of spread it. Okay, I think that's what it was. It needs this, and it kind of makes it like a lilac purple when these two are mixed. Yes, okay, that's what I was looking for. Whew. All right, you guys. We're looking kind of crazy, and I'm sweating. Fan break. I feel like Urban Decay has dropped so much in the last few months. In 2025, we have the Glide 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil, which they already have. They just added a bunch of colors that were like natural or like nude colors. So this is one of them. And then they also dropped these 24/7 Glaze On liquid eyeshadows in 6 shades, which this is kind of interesting because it has a little applicator that has a brush on it already, so you don't need to use a brush. It kind of makes for like a quick and go grab product if you just want a little bit of sparkle. I always love a little bit of sparkle. And then they also dropped the Naked collection of these eyeshadow sticks, so they're all in the Naked shades, so like neutral shades. I think I could have lived without these for sure, but I do enjoy the new colors of the 24/7 Glide On. I'm gonna use this shade. It's in the shade Tootsie, which I use it a lot actually. It's a nice neutral brown, and I'm just gonna do a little liner with that. They're nice and creamy, so if you struggle with doing eyeliner, winged liner with pencil liners, this could be a good one for beginners with makeup because they are creamy and they do eventually set down, but they're easy to work with. I like this color because it's very subtle. It's a little muted. Never tried it with this makeup combo, but we'll see. I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer just to clean up that wing. My pH said we are going bright pink today. Maybe I didn't need the second layer of blush, but what's a little blush blindness? This is the glitter shadow. I thought I was gonna love the shade Space Cowboy because I love that moon dust shadow, but I actually love the shade Sugar Twist, and I'm just gonna go on top of my eyeshadow with it. So this is the side with just the Danessa Myricks. Look at her in all her glory. And then I'm just going to add this Urban Decay one on top just so you guys can see the effect that it has. It is really pretty, but I don't feel like they stay in place very long. Like, I feel like you have to be kind of careful or like wait for your eyes to dry like this with your eyes closed and maybe a fan. Sometimes I feel like it just disappears. And then I'm also gonna use the Naked eyeshadow in the shade Top Off, and we're just gonna do a little bit of a brow highlight. I'm going for a very sparkly look today. just so you can see that little stick in action. That's actually really pretty. But here's my thing with Urban Decay. I just feel that they need new people in the creative department, in the innovation department, because I feel like they're always kind of just like bringing things they already have and just adding new shades. And I think we want more. Like a great example is Milk Makeup. They're so innovative with their products. They keep it really fun and exciting because they're innovative. I feel like Urban Decay is definitely missing that aspect to their brand, and I just feel like they could do so much more. So hopefully we see that from Urban Decay soon, because they're just dropping a ton of things, and I feel like sometimes they're just not hitting, or they're not like getting a chance to shine. So I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara. We need something for these eyes. They're getting a little lost in the sauce. While we're waiting for my lashes to dry, I'm gonna put a little bit of bronzer, because this still is looking crazy. Like, look at it compared to my chest. At this point, I'm just kind of putting bronzer on top of everything. This one is from e.l.f. It's Forever Sunkissed. It's my favorite because it's not too orange, as you can see. This is crazy. I've never put bronzer like all over my face like this, but this shade is really bad. I'm also gonna put just a little bit more of that matte brown shade. It's kind of like a pinky brown, actually. I think I could use this as a little bit of bronzer, which I'm gonna try because it is a multi-use palette. Oh God, I feel like I picked up a lavender in there. All right, I don't normally do highlighter, but today, since we're playing around, I'm gonna take a little bit of these two and kind of mix them, just dabble them really lightly, and just bring that onto the face right here too. I'm gonna do that little like C action right here, just to like really use these to their fullest potential. Gorge. Side profile, not eating right now. This camera, I need to fix the camera angles, all the things, but I'm gonna put some lip liner on because we need it. I'm not gonna do anything new or crazy. I'm actually gonna do, we're gonna do Anastasia Deep Taupe, and then we're gonna do Cool Brown by Anastasia. Edam, which I believe you can get in Sephora. They have balms, the La Chuchu collection. This is in the shade Guava Fresca, and it's like a pink guava shade. I really, really like it. I feel like it took me a while to like these, but I'm glad you guys were persistent in asking me about them because it made me like really try them. I swear, some products I just immediately love and like, oh yeah, I love this. Some I get so many that they just get like lost in the sauce and I don't really think too much about them. That was definitely the case for this, but the more that I've been using it lately, the more I've been using it lately, the more I love it. The shine stays on for a really long time. They're really plush, but they're actually not as thick as they look and feel plush wise, which is nice, I would say. Oh, and then I have this spray. This is kind of pricey, from Urban Beauty. This runs for $39. It's their new Radiance Lock Setting Mist. It's alcohol free, so you can spray it on your face throughout, but it is supposed to be a setting spray. It's supposed to lock in your makeup, keep it on longer, and keep it looking like skin. It has a really clean smell, and I don't notice this makes my skin too glowy, which I actually am not mad at, but does it go with what it claims? You know what I mean? I'm gonna let that soak in. I'm gonna push in with the sponge. I was gonna try some new blushes. Kosas dropped new blushes new shades in their Blushes Life, but I feel like my blush is very intense right now and I would just look kind of crazy if I put any more blush, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna leave it as is. I guess it does kind of have like a luminous glow to it. Also, I definitely feel like The Urban Decay glitter eyeshadow is gone. Like, where did it go? My eyes are still shimmery because the eyeshadow was shimmery, but when it comes to the liquid glitter eyeshadow, I do feel it's non-existent. It creased a little bit, and I'm just like, what the helly? I'm just gonna add a little corner cluster lash from Velour Bottom Mascara. I haven't worn bottom mascara all week long. Okay, I definitely do feel like the spray does have a radiant finish because my skin looks a little more radiant than it did before. I even see it on my chest a little bit, so it does have a radiant. I spoke too soon. It might be a little too much radiance for me, but what do you guys like? Do you guys like radiant skin like this? I don't know, even though I have dry skin, you would think I love like radiant products, but sometimes I feel like I look too shiny, even though I'm someone with dry skin that I'm trying to like combat that. I'm more so trying to combat the feeling of dry skin, but not the look of it. I don't know, I like a really balanced makeup look. So I'm gonna put a little bit more powder right in this area. And I'm gonna use a brush to press that in. Also, I can't recall if I used this in a new makeup video, but I know I have mentioned it, and I still really like the Ulta Beauty Easy Bake setting spray. It's definitely a go-to everyday setting spray for me. It's not too strong. It does leave some like chunks though, I think because I'm at the end of it. I don't know. I heard that might be a problem, but I feel like I just started doing it towards the end of my bottle. That blush, what do you think of the blush by the end of everything? Do you love it? Is it too much? What do you think? I love using the jelly tint, the jelly tint as like a lip tint also, because I just feel like it kind of makes my lip combo last longer throughout the day. But this is the finished look. Again, these are just my first impressions, the thoughts that are flowing through me right now. In order to really love a product, especially any of these, I think I need a little bit more time with them. Nothing really stood out to me that much where I'm like, oh my God, I really love that. So this is what everything looks like. What do you guys think of the products? Are you guys excited about any of these? Did any of them pique your interest personally? I would love to know. This is the finished makeup look. I'm glad it looks okay because I am going in public after this. A little date night at Chipotle. So thank you for sticking around. Thank you for coming back to my channel. I know I took a little break, but we're back, baby. And don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram as well, because we are always on both of those. And I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye.